Right, so while that's just cooling down, I'm going to leave this part of the video here. I'm going to come back on part 2 of this video and finish it off for you. I was telling this beautiful Gothic florin. In fact, you couldn't see how beautiful it was because the coin was horrid, dug up out of the ground after 150 years being buried, into a beautiful coin ring. And we got to the stage where I was waiting for this just to cool down after annealing it for the 4th or 5th time. And now we're going to do the final sizing, the shaping, and we're going to do the finishing and polishing. And this is what we're going to do right now. So here we go. Right, so here we are. It's all cooled down, ready for the next stage. And if you saw at the end of the last video, it was just being annealed for the 4th or 5th time. And now we need to get it to the next stage to finish the ring, which is the reason we're doing part 2 of this video. Need to stretch it now, and if we just check the size, you can see on here we've got sizes UK and USA. He's a UK size W, and if we put it in there, you can see that on the flare end it's U1/2, so it needs to go to W. So to get that, we need to stretch it to Y or Y1/2, because we've got some more folding to do, which is through the straight wall die, and I'll show you how we use that with the push in a moment or two. And why have we got plumber's tape? We'll put that on the ring stretcher, make sure it's absolutely perpendicular, and just give that a little stretch. Quarter turn. And you can see that's almost still flared, but almost now straight walled. And what size is it? Well, let's have a look. It's now down to an X, so it's 1.25 maybe. So it's one size and a bit too big, but that's okay, because we're now going to put a straight wall on that. This is how we do it. Plumber's tape. We've got metal on metal, and a little bit of petroleum jelly is not going to help a great deal on that. So what I'm going to do is just to wrap the coin ring. We can stop calling it a coin, can't we now, because it looks more like a ring, in about 10 to 12 layers of plumber's tape. That's going to protect the legend on the coin, because obviously the legend, which reads that Gothic legend on the edge of on the faces and the reverse of the coin, is going to be rubbed off as it pushes through a steel die. We don't want that to happen. So I'm going to put some more petroleum jelly, loads of it, inside this die. That will help it slip through. And that plumber's tape will definitely help to preserve. Now it's gone quite a way down, so you can take obviously half crowns in there, but I've got bigger ones too. I've got some that big, which are suitable for some of the big 1 ounce silver coins. And there's the push rod. So we need to get it dead center to this gap so the coin can drop through. And the nylon push should be absolutely dead vertical. If not, we're in trouble. There we go. And we'll just push that through. Look how straight those sides are. That is some nice straight walls there. So that just needs to be correct sized again. Let's just check what size it's gone down to now I've pushed it through that die. UK size, oh look at that. That's V1/2. I've got half a size to expand it to. There we go. 2 little tugs, and we've got size W. Spot on. Nice straight wall. It still looks disgusting, so let's bring out the beauty in this beast. And it looks lovely. It's got 120, 30, 40 years of rubbish on there really. It'll look better when it's finished. Now I'm not quite sure if I should leave this in its natural patina state or actually give it a finish with sterling silver. Right, that's the next stage. That's been sitting in there for 24 hours. It doesn't need to be. It's just that I left it because I had other things to do. Half an hour to an hour, something like that is all you need. Here's the water with the baking soda. And now I'm wearing gloves and I'm also wearing goggles just in case I get a splash, because this is really dangerous stuff. I hope I've made that quite clear. You can only use as well copper or wooden tongs. Any other metal and you'll see a disastrous effect. Copper is what you need. Take a lid off now. This jeweler's pickle with the ring in. Remove the ring and just give it a rinse in the water with the bicarbonate of soda. That neutralises the chemical. Whilst that's just sitting there, I want to make sure this is stored away safely. It's looking good. It will certainly help now to clean all that muck out of the centre of that ring. You saw how bad the coin was at the beginning. Right, well, it just needs a little bit of sanding now, like you've seen me do before, just to make sure it's nice and smooth, you don't get any chafing on the finger. I'm going to clean it up now, not too much, because I'm going to put an antique patina on this at the end, and it needs something to grip on. You know, it doesn't want to be too shiny, so I'm going to be using this. This I recommend for cleaning all sorts of coins. It's non-abrasive, and if you use a nice felt pad on the end of your Dremel tool, you can just get a lovely polish. But I've tried all sorts of polishes, but that definitely is the best one I've come across. And you'll see as you rub it, it goes horrible grey dirty colour, and that's good. That's penetrating into the silver. So just give that a good rub with your fingers. Turning it as you go, doing the inside as well. See how all gloopy and stuff that looks now, for want of a better word. Right, put that over there for the time being. I'm now going to put that in my vise, not too tightly because I don't want to damage the coin and leave any marks on. And now for the noisy bit. Right, this is purely acetone. I'll show you the bottle. I use nail polish remover with acetone. You can get this without acetone, but acetone seems to be the best way to get the dirt off the ring. So that needs to be spotless. No grease, no finger marks, no dirt, no polish, nothing. So we get that off by just putting it in there and giving it a good clean. It's always best as well to use tissue and not a microfiber cloth. That tends to not do as good a job in cleaning for some reason. It leaves bits and pieces on it. A nice piece of tissue does a good job. So that's one clean. I'm going to do it again. Excellent. And this is liver of sulphur, used as a patina gel to make it look nice and antique-y. And you're not going to believe it's going to be like a really nice ring when you see what this does to it. But anyway, you just want about 4 drops in there, like that, in some boiling water. The coin also needs to be hot, but it doesn't need to be as hot as it was before when you were annealing it. You see it's starting to discolour the ringlet. You may have to do this a couple of times depending on the finish, but I do think I would do it twice anyway, just to make sure you've got a really nice antique finish. Now the kettle's nearly boiled. There we go. Halfway up the jar. Put the ring in. Put the lid, give it a stir. Put the lid on. Make sure it's tight. And just give that 10 or 15 minutes. You'll see in there, look, the ring, the silver, is going black. Alright, that's been in there about 10 minutes. That should be nice and dark now. Let's have a look at that. Yeah, that's good. Now I need to neutralise that. I'll just stick it back in this bicarbonate of soda water. That'll just neutralise the chemical in there. So at this point now I can take my gloves off. This has got a natural look on it, which I think is lovely. And now we're just going to give this a little bit of a polish by hand using the sanding block. Don't need to be too worried about this. Just going to take off some of the highlights. I'm not actually sure if this block is going to be abrasive enough, but you don't think you should have one a bit yesterday, so that's good. I think you shouldn't want it to be too abrasive. I'm going to lightly give that a rub. And the coin wasn't in brilliant condition. Lovely coin, Gothic florin. But it wasn't in brilliant condition, so you're not going to improve the condition of the coin by making it into a ring. You can only work with what you've got. But this is so easy, this bit, and it really gives it that lovely, lovely colour. It's such a beautiful colour rather than just the bright shiny silver. However, I am going to do some really nice bright shiny silver as well, but on the inside, on the reeded edge and on the inside, so you can see the contrast between the two finishes. But you know, even Gothic florins these days, you know, if you're going to buy these off the internet to make a ring with, you're looking at minimum of £20 to buy a Gothic florin. I've got a few in my collection. Lee wanted this one because he found it. But that is looking good. Okay. Just going to polish out the inside now. I'll be back to you in a moment. Right, well, here is the coin ring with the antiqued patina on the outside. It's not too dark now, it's just right for the age, I think. I really do like coins of such importance and significance to retain the natural patina if possible. So we've cleaned all the way back to the silver and brought out its natural patina again with the liver of sulphur. And now the inside is nice and polished and shiny, but it's not finished, because I'm going to make that really pop now with some sterling silver on the inside, so you can see the contrast between the two. So let's do that. It leaves it looking like that.
Steven is the man with the hat and a video camera, making videos for you cause he's a YouTube creator, always filming and editing scenes, ready to watch on all your screens. New videos every week, so please subscribe.